What's up everyone, it's Jose. Listen, today I want to talk about the Sony FS5 again. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because of one feature that I specifically want to touch on, and that is the super slow motion feature. And also the slow motion feature, both. There's two of them in here. You have the slow motion feature, which this baby can do, I don't know, like 120, 240. I guess the slow motion would be 120 alone, and then the super slow motion would be more on the ends of like 240 and 960. But don't even bother with 960. It's unusable unless you just want to like upload it to like a mobile phone or device or something or anything like that, because it's just only SD quality. And who wants SD quality these days when you have like HD and 4K and 8K and all these Ks? So anyways, let's talk about this thing right here. That's a super slow motion feature on this thing. It's amazing. I filmed a couple things. I did like a New Year's Eve party with my family, and we did it in 240 frames per second. Freaking loved it. It was beautiful. And again, just with this camera right here and a whole bunch of lighting, because when you film at 240 frames per second, you gotta crank that shutter speed all the way up, and you need to compensate it with a lot of lighting, so you gotta keep that in mind too. So that's another question too a lot of people ask. It's like, why, Jose, do you want to shoot like in slow motion? I don't get it, right? Well, it's cool. It looks cool. It makes anything and everything look cool in slow motion. So here's a clip right here that I'm actually gonna show you. It's a slow motion clip with music and everything, and I'm gonna show you the same piece in just the regular 24 frames per second in timeline, just kind of show you the difference on the way it feels. Show me which one you think looks cool. Now we show you that same clip, slow down. So you tell me, which one do you think, right? It just looks cool. I love slow motion. I just like the feel of it, especially when you give it a nice slow music, you know, that emotional feel. That's what I feel like slow motion is always best for. So here's a clip of what I'm actually referring to. Slow motion is always cool too for B-roll, because it gives it more of a transparent feel of what you're trying to transfer in terms of storytelling. So this is such a cool camera to capture a lot of slow motion. If you're looking for the 240 frames per second or the 120, whatever, all this can be captured in high definition, not 4K though. The camera I'm actually using now is the Canon 1DX Mark II, which actually captures 4K in 60 frames per second. I gotta tell you, I'm loving this camera here because of the color reproduction as well as the 4K at 60 frames per second. Even though this does a higher frame rate, I'm just loving this camera so much. So anyways, give me a like if you thought the video was kind of cool, or you can subscribe if you haven't yet, because I come out with weekly videos. But other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. All right.